My name is C, and today I have my logbook journal reading. I'm trying to keep my life organized video. So, I have 3 journals here. I know it seems like a lot, but they each serve a different purpose. So we're just gonna go through them and chat about how I organize these. 2 of them are bullet journals. I am not a bullet journal girly. I don't have a steady hand, so they're a little wonky, but I think that's okay. For myself personally, the messier they look, the better. They just look well loved in my case, or in my mind, like that. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna go through these. This first one here is actually for my channel. It's gonna be used to keep me on track for uploads. In 2024, there were several weeks where I just did not put anything up because I had no ideas. This is where I am hoarding all of those ideas and keeping a schedule. This green one here, the Luna Moth, is actually from the Quirky Cup. I have a wonderful friend to thank for pointing out that shop to me. I'll link it down below too. This is my diamond painting logbook, and it is gorgeous. Like, I love the look of this journal. And it's hardcover, which is just amazing. And then the final one over here is my reading journal. I've never really kept one before, but now I have this. It is from Moonbia. Yeah, small shop I found on Etsy. So there we have it. Alright, we'll crack into this one first and then go into my diamond painting, followed by reading, because I think that's the order that will go. I'll spend the least amount of time with this one. So anyways, in here, it is just a weekly planner. So it has space for me to write down what videos I have going up. This is, unfortunately, this week is already over. I haven't filled in next week. But, yeah, and you can kind of see when I'm recording this. So it has a spot for me to write down what videos are going up on what day, some habits that I want to keep. I want to get better at reading every day, doing some more writing, and then just making sure that I keep track of how often I'm doing my videos. And also, this really helps me for those like bi-weekly vloggy videos, to make sure I'm actually doing stuff for them. So yeah, that's kind of my habit tracker and accountability keeper, maybe. I don't know. These are not weekly tasks. These are broken up into videos I have to record, videos I have to edit, plus chapters and prompts I want to write. So I guess this is kind of like a sneak peek for you guys for what I have coming up. I need to do a Diamondart Club unboxing. I'll leave my logbook flip through. That's on the way. Enablers, pixels, DIY. So yeah, and it's just full of weekly spreads, so that way I can keep track of what I'm doing. There's also a spot way at the back here for just notes, and this is where I'm dumping all of my ideas for videos. So far, I am debating doing a stash video. However, it wouldn't be with the actual kits, which I know that's why a lot of people like stash videos. But I just don't have the space to pull out my entire stash. Even in small chunks, it's just not going to work with how I have them stored. So I'm debating doing them with stickers. I'll let you guys vote if you would like to see that or not. Like, I have 2 photo albums and 2 binders of all my stickers for my kits. So if that's something you guys want to see, I can do it. But who knows? Oh yeah, my nightfall video that I still want to do, and vloggy style stuff. But yeah, this is just my idea dump, and that's all that is in here. This is just to keep track of what I'm doing for YouTube. So if you have ideas or things you want to see, let me know, and I can add them in here and see about getting those done. Okay, so that's one journal done. The next one I have is actually my logbook. Let me make sure we're actually center here. That has my name behind it. Okay, this is where things get wonky. Don't judge me too hard. Again, I am not bullet journal girly, but it's totally fine. The first thing we have here is all my goals for the year. Last year I did have a goal. We could chat about this. I had a goal of doing one small shop a month. I want to keep doing that. I'm trying to purchase less this year, but I think my stash has enough small shop kits that I can actually do that. My second goal is to work through my stash instead of buying more, like actually finishing more than I'm bringing in, hopefully, which has been going decent so far, I will say that. And then my final goal was to get down to one whip and one project at a time. Now these projects can be like my library or my seasonal project. Any event kits would also fall under the project category, and then the whip is just something if I order a kit and it shows up and I want to work on it, or if I'm digging through my stash and something stands out to me, that is the one whip. So technically 2 whips at a time, but yeah, something to bounce between, and that way I don't have 4 kits going at the same time and I feel like I'm getting nowhere. That was a struggle last year, so I'm going to fix that. Which brings me to this little artist exception blip here. I am planning to purchase less kits, so I set some rules for myself. So that just means, like, if something is released that I really want, but they're not a part of this, I can't buy it. So it's a long list, but realistically, it's not that long. My first thing is must buy artists. So Yume, Margaret Morales, Simz, those are artists that I would like to collect everything that is released by them. So I have already, and I will continue doing that. They only have one, but I really love their artwork, so I am a-okay with them being there. And then I have some artists that are only, they have must-haves. Miss Better D has some wintry landscapey ones that I want. Chris Bug, like her Goddess series. Anything else is a no. Geneva Bowers has some pieces that I'm very looking forward to. Well, I'm hopeful that they'll come out. Rory Trin is there for the Sailor Scouts. And any of Jade's pixel charting. I adore her style, and I would be so sad not to pick any of those up. So those are some of my exceptions. Oh, and of course fan art. It is so hard to find fan art within this community because it's so hard to license. There's a whole bunch of copyright rules in there. So if fan art does get released, and I'm talking like anime, books, movies, whatever, that is also included in my exceptions. And of course the Crafter's Den mysteries from Jade. So it sounds like a lot, but it's not. This is all in an effort to bring down the number of kits in my stash. It's doable. I've been doing decent so far. But yeah, okay, that's enough about my artist exceptions. I have 3 projects I would like to get done this year. Will it happen? Who knows? But the first one is, I have the Witch Eye comparison here, by Chris Bug. I have the cross-stitch chart from, I can't remember where. I got the materials from Jade, but I can't remember who actually licenses Chris Bug's cross-stitch. And the Diamondart Club one to do another comparison series. I have my seasonal library project and a cross-stitch conversion I want to hang up. So those are my project pieces, which fall under the goals thing there. There's room for more if I think of something else. And this is just keeping track of the kits for that seasonal project. Okay, I see, this is where the wonky bit comes from. I stole this straight from all the bookish socials. Blah, blah. This is my kit tracker. So as I complete a kit, I fill it in with a color corresponding to the shop. Pink is Diamond Artisan, blue is Diamond Art Club, the green is Jaded Gem Shop, respectively. But I think those match the best. I had friends help pick them out because I suck at that kind of thing. But yeah, so this is just keeping track of how many I finished plus the size of them. I like to have a look at things for to see what shops I'm completing from, because when I finished 24 and I did my year in review, I noticed that like half of them were Diamond Art Club, so I want to see what it looks like in this grid format, so that's why this is here. This is also stolen from all the bookish stuff. It is the alphabet challenge, so as I finish a kit with the name of the artwork goes here. If it has like an or a the in front of it, I'm not including it as of right now. I want to see if I can do this without that. yes, this is a mistake. Sleeping Dream is not supposed to be here. I just haven't found whiteout yet. I'm gonna get some eventually. I'll probably steal it from work. Shh, I didn't say that. But yeah, that was the wrong name for the kit. So I need to white that out. But I thought this would be fun. It's not an actual thing, like I'm not pushing myself to do this. I just want to see how much could fill up over the year. Especially if there's 26 here. And I complete roughly 40 kits a year, sometimes more. I think 40 is the lowest I've ever hit. So it's possibly doable, except some of these harder letters down here. We'll see. Okay, here is the monthly spreads. So every month I like to keep track of how many I started, how many I finished. This is January, so you've already seen this in my month in review. Yeah, started, finished, and then how many whips I'm going into the next month with. Any shops that I completed, they will be listed here. Quotes from books or movies or TV shows or anime, whatever I watch or listen to. And then keeping track of my stash down at the bottom here, how many things I purchased, my starting stash number, and where I'm at the end of the month. This is no way like a brag. This is just so I have a visual, and I can keep myself on track, because if I start seeing this number go up, I can force myself to bring it down. But yes, so this is just there for me. Yeah. Anyways, and I have a whole bunch of blank pages for the following months. Plus, 2 pages at the end for the year in review. So if there's stuff I want to include or things I think of including throughout the year, I can just quickly jot those down here, and then I will figure out some sort of format for all that information in January, December. Sorry. Okay, here is how I'm doing this. The daily spreads, individual spreads for each kit. It has the name, the artist, which is something I really missed having during my year in review, start date, and the number, the finish, same information, and then overall, that 3's wonky, and then overall, the kit number, plus the image, the diamond shape, all that information and thoughts. The washi tape at the bottom here, I actually stole from a friend. It is, was not my idea. I completely ripped this off of her, and I'm so sorry. But yeah, so that's kind of the idea here. Each kit gets a page, and then a little spot for me to write down some notes. So yeah, and of course I'm having a lot of fun matching the colors of these spreads to the colors within the kits. So that is it. So that's kind of my logbook for the year. It doesn't use up a whole lot of pages. I forgot it has gold. It doesn't use up a whole lot of the pages, so maybe I can squeeze out 2 years with this journal. But I kind of like having a journal a year. We'll see when I get there. But anyways, that is the logbook. The final book that I have to show you is my reading journal. Again, I've been doing those bi-weekly vloggy style videos, and I've been talking about the books I've read, so I figured I might as well show you guys how I'm keeping track of everything, if that interests you. If not, you can click away. Thanks for joining me up until this point. So anyways, here is the reading journal. I wrote down my ratings for the year, so 5 is like absolutely adore, will recommend, and then 1 is like do not finish. I have several goals in here too. I want to read 50 books. In previous years, this has always been 100. However, the past 2 years, I have barely broken 20. So we're going to try this. Yeah, so read 50 books. I want to try more genres, audiences, because I do work in the library. And I do need to read more middle grade books so I can recommend those to the kiddos. But we'll see if I do that. Their goal was share what I read, which I've been doing through my videos, so I'm happy with that. Books of 2025. I thought this would be cute. There's way too much space here, but I am hopeful. So there's just little books, and I color them in with the ratings from back here. So yeah, so far it's been kind of a meh reading year, I guess. Oh no, I have 2 4-star books in there. But yes, so that is the the kind of like bookshelvy what I'm doing. I actually meant to include little doodles. I can still do that. And then we have our best of 2025. I should say I stole all of these ideas right off of TikTok from like a variety of creators there. And I am not a bullet journal-y girl, but I wanted to try something. But anyways, here is the tournament style thing for like figuring out what would be the best book of the year. So the best book of the month gets written on these teeny tiny little ones, and then you move forward. Obviously we all know how this kind of works. January's book was Don't Let the Forest In. And then book of the month. These black squares might change. I am picking up some double-sided tape eventually so I can print off the book covers and put them in here. And yeah, and this is like, yeah, best books of the month, which is going to be Don't Let the Forest In. Again, with the alphabet challenge, I forgot about this. No, I don't. I'm doing the same thing. Anything that has like A and the at the front is not being included in here, just to make it a little more challenging. I also included a space for upcoming releases. Clearly I haven't written any down, but I can think of 3 books off the top of my head that I would like to pick up eventually. V.E. Schwab has a new... I just remembered the title and now it's gone. V.E. Schwab has a new book coming out in June. The 3rd book by Adam Silvera for the Death Cast is also coming out, followed by the 4th book for the Raven Court by Nora Sakovic. Sakovic? Last name is questionable. But yes. So those are 3 books that I'm very much looking forward to, and the final 2 books of My Hero Academia come out this year as well. Okay, I started this well into January, so this page isn't filled out fully or properly, but I'm leaving up a place to write down the books I want to read each month, plus a snapshot look at everything. So in January, I read 5 books. I forgot to write down the pages and the hours and total this up. Just a spot for what I read, plus any of the genres, just to see. And then of course, a spot for that best book. I need to print those off still. And yeah, so this is a better look at it. February, so I wrote down some books I want to read. I've actually started some of these. The King's Men I've read. Iron Flame I started. I am whining about it. Yeah, actually I started, they both died at the end as well. So yeah, and then my February stats, and then of course it is just this for every single month. The fun bit, the next bit is all of the reviews. So there's again a spot for me to print off covers whenever I get that tape. I'm gonna go print everything off. It includes the title, the author, my star ratings, the genre, pages, hours, and then a little mini review. I can't say I do it for all of them. So I do a lot of folder reviews on Goodreads. So these are just teeny tiny snapshots. Some of these, if I really, really like the book, I put quotes underneath them as well. But yeah, so that's kind of my journal setups for the year. I can say, like, it is February, what is it, February 8th today. So I can say this one will be the easiest to keep up with. These 2 will be a challenge, but I am up for it. So again, I am very, very curious, which kind of journals do you keep? Do you do logbooks, reading journals? I don't know. You let me know down below, and I'm gonna wrap this one up here. So I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.